Hello, my dear Sagittarian friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have a great forecast for you. Um, I've got something else to share with you, too. Many of you have asked me when I was going to give another special. And I heard you, and I realized that with our world being the way it is, yikes, it's time for a special. I have a special going the month of May. I have special pricing on my birth charts, forecasts, both 6 months and 12 months, as well as a face-to-face Zoom session with me. So if you like that and the way it sounds, just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. All the information is there. Fill out the form, send it in, and we're cooking. All right, let me share this super duper forecast with you. So let's start over here with Mars, the red planet. Wherever Mars is what comes first to us. It's what we fight with and fight for. It is passion. It's in your fifth house of fun and games. Are you a sports fan? Boy, with all the sport activity going on, this is just the perfect time for Mars in the fifth. The fifth house is also children, and they come first to you, which is good because they come first to themselves right now also. Oh, joy. And your pets. Pets are children too. So your fun and games especially, that is what you want to focus on because you got a lot of work here that is blessed and you need to have fun. So if your fifth house is activated and can be sports, for example, if you're involved in sports as a job or a career, perfect. Throw yourself into it. Be sure what you're doing is fun. Now, Mercury, the blue planet, is in the fifth house. Mercury is what we think about and talk to. It's not an action planet. It's a thinking planet. So it has been retrograde, as you know. We all know that. It's no longer retrograde, but it is in the shadow of the retrograde, which means it feels like it's retrograde until the 15th. Then it moves into your your sixth house of work, health, and service. And you're thinking about it more. You're talking to people at work. You're communicating with people at work. This is great. The sun, the giver of life, is the center of our life. It's in your sixth house of work, health, and service. And so you will find that if you haven't been feeling well, the sun is a great healer. And if it hasn't started working, it certainly can, because it's going to be in that sixth house till the 20th when it moves into the seventh house of partnership and you're interacting with other people. The sun in the sixth means no matter what the job you do happens to be, you're the leader. Okay? It's the center of your life. I love it. Venus, the pink planet, is what we love. It's love and beauty and all that good stuff. And so there's something, excuse me, I'm sorry about my cell phone. It'll stop today. So sorry. Back to you. So the sun, the center of our life. You're the leader. You're the team leader at work. On the 20th, the sun moves into your seventh house. And you are the center in the one-on-one relationships, no matter who they are. The catch-22 on the sun in the seventh is the center of your life is are your relationships. The center of your relationships lives themselves. Okay, so they're the center. Jupiter. Oh, I know. We were talking about Venus. Venus is love. So you're loving your job. The money should be in a nice place. And on the 23rd, Venus moves into the 7th house, which means you attract people who love themselves. You can learn a lot from them, and they will show you how to love yourself. That's number one. Number two, if there's not been anybody special in your life, the Sun and Venus, and in a minute, I'll tell you about Jupiter, can bring somebody special, whether it's a business special or a romantic special. And if there is somebody special, celebrate them. Make sure that they know how much you care for them. If you're in sales, you will be able to positively influence people, and they will love doing business with you. Jupiter is the greater benefic, Venus the lesser benefic. Venus rules the 7th house, excuse me, the 2nd house of money in the natural zodiac. So there can be money through your relationships. Write that down. Then Jupiter, the greater benefic. It expands in the 6th house, your work, your health, brings optimism and joy. And on the 25th, it moves into the 7th house of relationships. Absolutely wonderful. Your relationships are blessed by Venus and Jupiter, and the Sun puts you in a position where if you don't have that one special person, I'm going to encourage you to put out the thought. Now, we have a new moon on the 8th. It's in 18 of Taurus, and it's in that 6th house of work, health, and service. So don't start a new project on the dark of the moon, which is the 6th through the 8th. The 8th, go for it. Well, we can eliminate the 8th from the don't do it part. But the 9th is open. And so your job and your health and all that good stuff should be in a really nice place. After the new moon, 2 weeks later, we have a full moon on the 23rd and 3 degrees of Sagittarius. And it sits in your 1st house, which is you. And you're saying, guess what? It's my turn. Go for it. Spread your wings and fly. So for the next 2 weeks, after this full moon, you are soaring. Put yourself first during that time. So, how about that? Won't you join me next month when once again I take a look at your forecast? Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.